So basically last week you got clear on who you're going to target and what you're going to offer in detail, right? Give me a 1 in chat box if that makes sense to you. So to finish the presentation and the foundations document, we need to give you the framework and we need to create your story. Okay. With those two things, we have got all the clarity we need to then go and build this amazing funnel you're going to build. Okay. So now I'm literally going to stay down here a bit and teach you some more stuff, right? So the first thing you need to understand is the TAP system is your model. So write that down, the TAP system. And what this stands for is target, attract, present. Do you see the built-in metaphor here? Do you see how clever that is? Here's how you can, what would you rather do, Mr. Business Owner? Wait on the rain coming, which is like networking and organic marketing. Like when it comes, it comes, right? The rain comes down, but it doesn't come very often. Or would you like to turn on a tap and have loads of customers at your own control? So when you turn on the tap, you can then turn it off when you're too busy, and you can turn it on and turn it off, turn it on and turn it off. Which one would you rather have? Can you see how genius this is, guys? How genius it is for a person to get a picture in their mind, and it's also laced with the emotion that they want to feel. It's laced with the emotion of the end result. Turn on a tap. They get an image in their mind of them literally turning on a tap and customers coming through the door. Okay, so they want customers and less stress, which is basically feels like happiness and freedom. And whenever you explain this to a business owner, they feel this stuff. Does this make sense? Okay, so I'm not going to be doing story today, but one thing I want you to understand, and I'm going to set the context for your brain, is your story doesn't need to be your biography. People think they need this rag to riches story. It's just not true. And it actually doesn't even need to be your story. You just need the story to mirror the experience that they are going through, so they get the epiphany that you're the right person. And the reason they get the epiphany that you're the right person is that they feel empathy, they feel relevance, and they also feel that you're the right person with this because they want to work with someone that is telling their story. We always like to work with people that are telling our story. Does this make sense, guys? Give me a 1 in the chat box if this makes sense. Now, I know you're probably sitting there thinking, well, I don't have a story. And that's good, because we're going to create one and manufacture one that matches the experience that your prospect is having. And you're going to learn how to do that even without having a story. You don't have to have a story like mine. How I can tell a story how I like this skill helped me recover from bankruptcy. Like I've got a rags to riches story. Chris can tell a story of him, his business partner dying, and it's like they're rag to riches stories, but you don't need that. Before I had this story, I didn't have this story, and I had to tell stories that weren't the story I have now. And then you find that you go for your journey and you build your story, and then you can improve it upon it down the line. And you got to grow where you're planted now. Okay, so how good is that? How good is this skill going to serve you in your life? Who's ready to go? Who's ready to go? Okay. Awesome. Right, so let me share my screen. So this is in the foundations document, guys. I'm building this out. So I can see there's a couple people in here. But what you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure you make a copy of this and make your own, okay? So your target market section is at the top. Offer is here, which we went over last week. And this week, I'm going to give you an example of how you map out your framework model and steps. And I've literally written out an example of me presenting it. So I've written this out and I'm going to present it to you today. Okay, so you can see I've done a lot of preparation here. I've prepared. I'm practicing what I preach. And I'm going to literally take you through this today. I'm literally going to unshare my screen. I just want to show you that I've prepared. So I'm letting you know that this does take preparation. Even if you're competent like me, I sat down and I prepared what I would do and what I do with clients, right? So this is it. All right, this is it. I'm prepared. All right, so I'm letting you know that I'm prepared. And this is what you got to do. You got to get prepared. And the reason I'm getting prepared is so I can help you get prepared. Okay. So the first thing you need to do, right, before I unshare my screen and give you the example of the presentation, the first thing you need to do is you need to get clear on where they're at now, which you already have inside your foundations document. So they have no predictable sales system in their businesses, where they're at now. Next one, you need to get clear on where they want to be. So in your brain, you're like, right, cool, where do they want to be? Desire more clients, more freedom, and for their business to grow. So now in my brain, I've got point A and point B. Before you do a presentation, it's very important to plant those two seeds in your brain. Because what this does is it teaches your brain that you've got to make them, like you've got to take them from where they are to where they want to be. Now, the universe doesn't like a void, an energetic void. And if you set those 2 points before your presentation, you will naturally take them here to here, and you'll start to talk things unconsciously and not even realize you're doing it. Trust me on this one. So next, where will your 3 steps take them? So that's the next thing you need to get clear. Where are you taking them? They will have a tap that they can turn on and off, like a lever in their business that produces more clients. That's where I'm taking them with this presentation. Okay. And the model I've got is the tap system. And then there's 5 stages to building it, which is target market, traffic source, lead magnet, the funnel, and the sales mechanism. So with that said, guys, who's ready for a demonstration? Who's ready for a demonstration of this?